Hey guys peeps, and welcome back to Snail TV. As you can see, I've got everything all painted. Black, of course. I wasn't going to do anything else. I didn't want to go any more colours at all. We've just ended up spray painting everything into black. Now, we are up to the cool stuff with obviously wiring and stuff like that. So, all the plumbing is all done. As I said, if I put, right now, if I actually wire this thing up, put a bit of fuel into it, theoretically she should actually start. So that's where we're at. As much as maybe it's a little bit more oil in the sump there, and that's, you know, that little things like that, so it should be pretty sweet. But look, that's where we're up to. I'll just show you exactly the last episode there. We talking about the Fueltech and whatnot. You guys know that pretty much that's all I run. It's just all Fueltech stuff. So the 550 is going to go into it. Not sure if you guys go back into my previous builds, but you can do stuff from them. They're a screen, they're all in one. You can turn the motor over, you can check for valve lash and all that stuff as well. All right, so the first thing of mounting all this stuff is obviously just mounting it first, and then starting the wire loom and all that stuff afterwards. We actually have some Deutsch connectors from Raceworks. How these things work is they join together with just a quick connect. The reason for these is all the harness goes to one end. You can actually take out the engine by just literally just a flick of the plug, and the whole connector comes off. It sort of just also makes everything a lot nicer. You don't put anything through the firewall, and you don't have to use grommets or anything like that coming through the firewall. Little bit neater. Easier to remove, so you don't actually have to chop wires off and stuff like that. Engine comes out pretty quick, that sort of stuff. So going to have end up having two plugs on this thing. I'll have a Deutsch firewall connector there, which that one is there, and that's going to do the coils, ignition, and also all the little sensors, TPS, oil pressure, fuel pressure, those little bits and pieces. And inside, because I'm actually running a super box in this thing, I'll also need a few wires on the inside to run the box as well, and a few sensor wires on the inside as well for pressure, and also paddle shifting, speed, and a couple of little bits and pieces from the inside there. So yeah, look, that's where we're at. So I really hope on pretty much before next episode I'll get some wiring done. I'm not going to bore you guys with the wiring stuff. There's no point doing that during an episode. Wiring is wiring. I'll be here for hours doing that stuff. I'll get a start. I'll get things mounted, and and we'll go from there. So. All right, guys. So we're going to leave it at that. I've got a few bits and pieces, but I need to do some wiring. As I said, I didn't want to bore you with the wiring stuff. Let me get the wiring stuff. I'll have a couple more episodes of the technical stuff of why I'm running this and running that sort of stuff, and we'll go from there. So for now, hopefully before the next episode, hopefully for next week, I should be able to have the ECU mounted, the Nano Pro mounted. I'll also have a Spike Pro on its way as well. I'll have that mounted. I'll have a couple of bits and pieces. I'll actually should be able to get the wiring harness started as well. First things first is to get everything wired to the Deutsch connector first, and then go from that, and then all the injectors and everything coming off of that, and we'll go from there. So look, it's going to be pretty close. There's only going to be a couple episodes before this thing gets running. That's where it's sort of at. As I said to you, all the plumbing's all done and whatnot. Yeah, as I said, pretty much put some fuel in this thing, and get some battery power to this thing, and we should be able to crank it over. Please, as I said, ask some questions of what are you guys thinking, anything else more I should be able to put into this car, or bits and pieces. So let us know in the comments, and I'll should be able to answer you straight away for that. Until next episode, I'll speak to you guys then. See you, peeps.